Hi everybody, my name is Dan Hagen.
And I'm Geoff Weller.
This time last year, WJFW kicked off a No Shave November fundraiser for our local homeless shelter, NATH Frederick Place, and we raised over $4,500.
That was enough money to house one person for 90 days.
Which was awesome, Geoff. That was great.
But temperatures are dropping and costs are rising for NATH. They need our help again.
This November, I will not be shaving until we raise $2,200, because that'll be enough to house a person for 40 days.
So if you want to get rid of this and give up a hand to a person in need, consider donating.
Go to the WJFW Newswatch 12 or Up North at 4 Facebook pages and click donate on the pinned post.
You can also go to NATH directly. Just tell them that Dan and Geoff sent you.
In the meantime, my beard will grow slowly but surely, and trust me, you do not want to see this thing in December. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're back on Up North at 4. We are now joined by Tammy Lodick from NATH Frederick Place here in Rhinelander. Tammy, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
I feel like everyone watching probably knows NATH Frederick Place, but
Yes.
maybe for that 1 in 100 person who doesn't know, maybe they're visiting, maybe they've not listened to this program since, a couple years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's just get into it. What is
Sam?
NATH Frederick Place?
NATH stands for Northwoods Alliance for Temporary Housing. NATH is the nonprofit that owns and operates Frederick Place Emergency Temporary Homeless Shelter, located here in Rhinelander, but we do service 5 counties. So.
And we know the stats. It's never been empty, open
Correct.
for many years now. But the true thing here, though, why you're here today, a little money goes a long way, right?
It sure does. We can have up to 16 individuals in the house, and with our $300,000 budget, do the math, it's about $55 a day per person to be there. So, it doesn't take much to sponsor one person for one day, $55. So.
And we've decided to partner with you again.
Yes.
We're gonna do a No
Yes,
Shave
yes,
November. It's really coming in full. What do you think,
I think
Tammy?
it's fuller than last year
You think
already.
it's fuller
Yeah,
than last
I
year?
do.
Jeff, can you?
I can't.
You
no,
can't say that. Well, let's talk about why we're doing this. We talked before, and costs are rising for you guys. Common household ingredients are a
Right.
little more expensive, and you told me about $55 per day
Yep,
now.
exactly.
And in addition to that, I mean, you're still not in full swing with your usual fundraisers, right? So talk about that.
Well, we started off 2021 in a sense behind the 8 ball because our anniversary benefit is our #1 fundraiser. We expected to raise net $20,000 from that event, and we weren't able to have it. So we started kind of behind. A lot of our events that we've had this year aren't back to the attendance that they were prior to COVID and prior to things shutting down. So, the fundraising committee is charged with $105,000 this year.
It's a tall task.
It's a tall task on any year, and to know. So we've been lucky enough to get these kinds of partnerships where it's doesn't completely fall on the board of directors and myself, that others are helping us raise those funds because it is a full-time job just to fundraise. So.
And our goal is what,
$2,200 would be 40 days for a person.
Awesome.
Here's our update. We're at $495. I think that's awesome. I am excited that we got $100. $495 is great. I'd love to get to $2,200. So, folks, if you're at home, go to the WJFW Facebook page or the Up North at 4 Facebook page. You can find links to donate there. We'd really appreciate your support, and we'd really appreciate your support, your help at NATH Frederick
Well,
Place,
thank you.
Tammy.
There was a series of decisions, and some of them not so great. And I lost my home, and I ended up being on the streets. And I didn't even know about Frederick Place until I couch surfed for a little while. And once I found out about them, I got in, and they helped me a lot.
Yeah, and Jen, this is great. You're putting a face to homelessness, right? And I think in America, just like mental illness, homelessness is looked at as kind of it's a problem over there. There's a bit of shame involved, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure you felt that shame, you're saying, at some point?
Yes, I struggled with mental illness as well.
Okay.
And there's a lot of supports there at NATH, and it's totally different than what you think homelessness looks like. It's not the crazy person with a shopping cart, although it can be, but a lot of times it's just normal people.
You're a key part of our team here at WJFW. We love working with you.
Thank you.
Maybe you're kind of removed from the homeless situation. Why do you think it's important for people at home to consider giving to homeless shelters, especially as temperatures get colder?
A lot of people don't realize that homelessness can be someone who looks just like Geoff that lives in their car. You know, it may be some bad financial decisions. You know, it doesn't have to be mental illness or drugs or legal issues. I thought that NATH was like a soup kitchen with cots, and it's not. It's warm, it's inviting, and there's love in there. And people need that to get back on their feet. And especially when the cold months come, a lot of people are scared to go there. A lot of people don't know what it's like and don't really understand how it is to have resources put in your lap and you're able to go out there and find it. And contributing to that, it can happen to anybody. And contributing to that, you can do it with time, by volunteering your time to go there and help out. You can volunteer with donating supplies that they need. It doesn't have to be just money. But they're very helpful in our community, and they help anybody that comes there. So I think that our community should help them.
I'm here at NATH Frederick Place in Rhinelander. We are in the midst of our fundraiser. I'm here with Tammy Modick. So today I was out in Rhinelander. I was collecting money for my fundraiser. I'm not shaving this thing until I get to $2,200. I don't care if it's November or not. So we are going to tally up what I did today. And just a little update, as of 5 p.m. November 15th, we have raised $815 on Facebook, $25 in a donation directly in NATH in the name of Dan and Geoff. And we've also received $250 from WJFW. That means we're at $1,090. Tammy's doing the final count here, but I want to thank everyone who donated today. Rhonda and Chef Tom from CT's Deli, Trisha's Treasures, Imaginuity, Mel's Trading Post, Tom's Drawing Board, Newcomers and Friends, Heck Capital Advisors, People's State Bank, City Administrator Zach Vruink, Hometown Pharmacy, Park City Credit Union, Justin and Lily from WJFW, LaSalle Street Securities, and Northland Music. Okay, Tammy, how much did I raise today?
Today you raised $321.92.
That's awesome.
Great? Woo!
So what does that leave us with?
Well, if we add the amounts that we had before I started counting, we're at $1,411.92.
That means I'm already halfway to my goal.
Yes.
So there's still time to donate. I'm not going to shave this thing until we get to $2,200, which is pretty much 40 nights for a person to stay here at NATH Frederick Place. We can do this. We're back on Up North at 4 with Tammy Modick from NATH Frederick Place. Tammy, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me today.
Of course. So about a month ago, Geoff and I embarked on a fundraising mission, and happy to say that we succeeded. Here's a picture of us taking a picture a couple days ago.
That was a cool picture. I really like that
Yeah,
one.
me too. $2,281.44, Tammy.
We needed a drum roll for that. You just came out right away with it.
Well, people kind of already know that we did.
Yeah, true.
But I mean, what is that going to mean for NATH, Tammy?
It's huge because, as we talked, that covers that $55 a day per person. But one thing that happened about a month ago, about when you started this, was that one of our industrial refrigerators went out in the kitchen. So we have ordered a new one. It's almost exactly that amount. And so that will really help for an item that wasn't in the budget. So it won't take away from the actual operations of the shelter. So it was kind of a win-win.
Cool. That's neat. And I will say, we went to a lot of places, and everybody was so eager to open their wallets. When they hear NATH, they just know what a good purpose you have. How does that make you feel?
It is heartwarming, and every day you hear the stories of the way that the community supports it. You guys doing this fundraiser on our behalf. We have other businesses who have incentives that are going on that oftentimes I don't know are happening until they show up with the items, or because they might be collecting things off of our wish list, or they show up with a check or cash, sometimes. So it is really exciting to know, 11 years after opening our doors that we're still out there and have an amazing support from this community.